am adding to my Loewe bag collection. I'm so excited for this bag. I feel like it'll be perfection for fall, and I have to show you guys. So this bag is from Fashionphile, who is kindly sponsoring this video. If you're new to Fashionphile, they are the ultimate in ultra luxury re-commerce. So it's a place to buy pre-loved, authentic designer goods. They have an authenticity guarantee, which honestly no other site offers. They have 2 in-house authentication experts that will authenticate every item that comes through. I always feel such peace of mind when I can vouch for Fashionphile. Like I said, I have been purchasing from Fashionphile for years and years. I've also sold a lot of items with them. So I really highly trust and recommend Fashionphile for all of your pre-loved luxury goods. So I'm so excited for this bag. Let me show you, and then we're gonna kind of talk about Loewe bags in general. So, like I said, this is from Loewe. It is the gorgeous and not as commonly seen Puzzle Hobo bag. And this is the color avocado, which you guys know me. I am obsessed with khaki green olive colors. So this one is just perfect. And literally, this is in like brand new condition. I did not see a single flaw in this bag. Like, it is stunning. The price was great as well. So the hobo style, I don't know if it's actually still being made. It was introduced in 2021 and they made it for a few years, but it wasn't something overly saturated in the market. And I think that's what really drew me to this style. First of all, I love the puzzle bags in general. And the kind of hobo style, like shoulder bag, of course, is still super on trend, but also just a very timeless style. It's comfortable, it fits everything. And what I really love, and right now it's stuffed, so let me show you. And it did come with its original dust bag. As you can see in here, it is one large compartment, but the leather is just so smushy. And like I always say, Loewe has some of the most excellent leathers out there of any luxury brands. It's one of my top brands that I recommend as far as quality. I find that they are just spot on still, which is harder and harder to find, honestly. So this is super gorgeous. I love it. It's plenty roomy. It'll fit all of my daily essentials. It fit my wallet, keys, phone. It could fit a water bottle in there, honestly. Everything you would really need could fit in there. So I love that. And what I really like about this one now, compared to the small Loewe Puzzle Bag, which I'll put a picture on. I do not have that bag at the moment. I did try it out and it just felt a bit too stiff for me. Now, some of the older styles and like over time, they kind of like get the slouch like this, but I felt like they didn't necessarily come like that immediately. And for me, it just felt a little bit too boxy for my frame. And also it just made it a little bit harder to go in and out of when it's a little more structured like that, going in and out of the flap. Whereas this is like smushy to the max already with the beautiful leather. It has the zip pocket on the back here. And then this is what comes with the Fashionphile. So this is their certificate of authenticity. And I just feel like this will be the perfect little smooshy fall bag. You can make it like a clutch moment here. And as we know, green is very on trend for the season, as are hobo style bags and that like boho slouchy style, very on trend, but also something that in me and my closet, I feel like I would have for years and years, and I just love it. And I love that I just don't see it everywhere, because to me, I just get a little bit sick of seeing the same bags over and over. I kind of love that this bag is a little bit more under the radar, but still totally classic and iconic with the puzzle shape of it. Now let's compare to some other puzzle style bags from Loewe. Of course, we have the iconic Loewe Puzzle Bag. Now this is the mini size, and I have a full review video on this bag as well, so I won't get too into it, but I love the mini because it's just a cute little handheld moment. It looks really good crossbody on me because it's not too big, and again, I'm petite, I'm 5'3", but obviously this holds a lot less than this one will, so it's really just like the mini essentials that I can hold. And it does have a crossbody strap, which I find a bit long on me. So what I like to do is I actually have a Loewe strap that I end up adding it, and it just makes it a shorter crossbody situation. Now this you cannot add a strap to. So just something in comparison, this can't go crossbody, this one can. And same with the other sizes of the puzzle bag. So there's a mini, the small, the medium, the large, And I think they even have bigger sizes than that. This is also the old style. So just to show you, when people say, oh, there's like an old style puzzle bag and a new style puzzle bag, the old, as you can see how it's sewn, all the pieces are individual. So it's called a puzzle because the leather pieces come together like a puzzle. So you can see that there on the front and the back. And this one is in the newer style. So if you look up close, you see how the leather overlaps each other? That is what they mean when they say this is kind of the new style puzzle bag. They call this the puzzle edge style. And really the majority of the bags that Loewe is making now are in the edge style versus the classic older style. Now, something also to note, neither of these have feet, just to note. I think the bigger sizes may, or at least they used to. It might just be in older styles that they have feet and the newer ones do not. They're both lined in canvas, the same exact lining, which is nice because it keeps the bag really light. If it was lined in leather, it would make the bag heavier. So I like that it's really light. It does not feel heavy to me at all. And obviously it depends on the amount you're putting in there, but it really feels comfortable. I like the width of the strap. I like how it's wider here, but then comes up narrower, because if it's too wide here, again, being petite, I find straps can slip off my shoulder, but this sits really nicely. I don't feel like it's going to go anywhere. And I also have plenty of room with that soft leather drop that I can wear it with a coat and I don't feel like it'll be too smushed. So I'm really happy with this style. And let me compare it with another Loewe puzzle bag style that is the newer of the three models. So the newest to the puzzle family is the Loewe Puzzle Tote Bag. Now this is the mini size. They do also have larger sizes that go over the shoulder like a traditional tote bag does. This is the mini, so it's handheld or crook of the arm, but it does have a crossbody strap that detaches. Here it has the two pegs. They can kind of adjust the lengths a bit. Has the top handle. And what's really cool about these bags, and all the styles do this, they actually fold down. So it's like an origami. So as you see, it can completely fold down, which I think is really cool. Makes it nice for travel compared to other tote bags that are leather versions in the other luxury brands. So that's really cool. And as far as the shape, it is just one interior compartment. It is lined in suede, as you see. So that will make it a touch heavier than maybe the other styles. But it's still a pretty lightweight tote, I would say. Even I think the bigger ones would probably not have an issue with weight. And as far as what fits, even though it is tiny, I think that this and this would probably fit the same amount. Maybe you could fit a little bit more in here just because you can kind of like stuff above and have things kind of hanging out, especially if you were just gonna do it like cross body here and like a water bottle or something was sticking out, whereas here, this one's longer, so you could fit it like lengthwise. Now, as far as price points on all three of them, you can find some of the best deals looking on a pre-loved site like Fashionphile, because the prices are already just knocked off so much off of retail. Now, because they are really beautifully crafted bags, they do come with a hefty price tag, but buying them pre-loved, you save pretty significantly, and there are some amazing deals to be found. I've seen some for great prices. I'll actually do a roundup and link some of my current favorites that are available on the site down below in the description box. You just hit the more to expand, and I'll have a range of some of these bags in there. Now, as far as comparing the three and what I would recommend the most, now it kind of depends on what you're after. Are you after the classic puzzle bag style? Like, have you lusted after this style for years and years and really want this? I would recommend, if you are going puzzle bag style, my favorite is the mini, like I said. I just felt like the small was a bit too boxy for my frame. Maybe if I bought a pre-loved one that was already pretty worn in and smushy, especially in the grained leather. I find the grained leather gets a nicer smush than the kind of shiny or smooth ones that keep their shape a bit more rigid. I would consider that, and I think if it was slouchier and kind of sat a little bit closer to my body, I could make that work. But mini, I just think is a really cute size. I love the handheld. I love the versatility of wearing it crossbody. I just think it works really well. And there's a million colors too, so you can kind of pick a little bit of everything. I love the versatility in the colors. I would go for something fun. If you're gonna go small, you have a little bit of wiggle room to play with something like a little bit more unique. And now this is still a neutral, but in my wardrobe, it is a little bit of a pop and just kind of add something fun and different to my outfits. Now, if you're someone looking for a work bag, I think the tote would work really well. One thing about the tote, and I think it's probably the biggest con for a lot of people, is that it's open and there is no way to close it at the top. There's no magnetic closure, there's no zip, there's no tie like some other totes have. So it's something to consider if you feel like you need to have a bag that's a bit more secure, as well as, especially with the bigger styles, there's no organization as far as like pockets. So unless you have everything organized like in separate pouches, you may be digging a bit to find your items. So something to consider with that. Now, I think the Puzzle Hobo is actually really kind of the best of both worlds because you have that gorgeous slouch. It's pretty roomy to where it fits a lot, but you also have the security of the zipper. And I feel like when it's like under the arm here, it's pretty secure. So I really like that. Now, some people do prefer a crossbody. Like I said, this doesn't go crossbody, so that's a pro or a con just depending on your style. And I think this is more of a day bag. I don't know if I'd necessarily wear this at night. And same goes for the Puzzle Tote. I don't think it's necessarily a night bag. I think the best night bag would be the mini puzzle. So it just kind of depends on your lifestyle, what you're looking for, and what you're missing in your wardrobe is how I would kind of gauge the best. I would love to hear your opinion. If you have any of the Loewe Puzzle Bag range, let me know what you have, if you like it, if you don't like it, some pros and cons. I think that that's super helpful for people to see multiple opinions on things if they're deciding between different styles of bags. So let us know your thoughts. And I am really excited to have this bag. I think it's gonna be so good to style with fall. I will link a selection of different puzzle styles for great prices from Fashionphile down below. And if you check out Fashionphile, you can shop not only online, but they do have a list of stores on their site. There's New York as well as LA. So you can go there and shop in person as well. And don't forget selling with them too. Honestly, I find the selling process there so smooth and easy. I love it. You can just submit pictures from your home and they give you a quote, and they typically just do a buy it now. So literally they tell you the price and you get the money as soon as you send the item, which I love. Sometimes I just don't want the fuss of doing consignments and waiting months and months depending on how long it takes a bag to sell to be able to get your money. So it's really nice, and you can actually get even more if you get Fashionphile credit versus cash option. So that's amazing. Like, I think that's a really, really nice service and something that I don't see anywhere else, and why it's always when I recommend, when people are DMing me, asking me where they should sell their luxury goods that they trust, I always say Fashionphile, honestly, and that's where I sell. So again, I just want to thank Fashionphile for sponsoring this video today. I am so excited to be collaborating with them, and all the links to everything I talk about will be down in the description box. Let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, take care. Bye.